This is Monifa Perry on the Better Days Show podcast.
So yeah, what's up, Monifa Perry? Welcome to the Better Days podcast. I
Thank you
gotta
for having me.
tell the people, how you got started as a photographer.
Okay, so I started doing music with hip hop music and photography in 2005 after seeing the Black August hip hop
Right.
concert.
Hmm.
So then I joined MHGM and I started documenting their shows. And from there, I just continued going to shows and meeting artists and documenting what they were doing.
Right. And do you remember the first camera that you started shooting with, or you bought?
Yeah, I was shooting with a Canon film camera. Actually, most of the first hip hop shows I did in 2000s were with a film camera. So I had a lot more patience back then because you couldn't make as many mistakes, and you only had a certain amount of rolls of film. And you had to try to catch these moving objects on stage, and it was harder. And now with the digital cameras, you can just make a million mistakes. So it was harder to use film cameras than it is to use digital cameras because you have more options. You have more options now, and before you didn't have a million rolls of film, so it was harder.
Right. I wanted to ask you, like, do you miss going? Do you still go to like a red room to develop?
Oh, I can. I know how to, but I don't. I don't shoot film that often, and when I do shoot film, I just give it in so it can be developed by someone else. But I know how to.
What's your preference as far as like um, shooting? Do you prefer like shooting more artists, events, things like that?
Um, I like shooting events, but I've been shooting events for a long, long time.
Right.
So I'm looking to do more personal stuff, more one-on-one with artists, more of them outdoors or somewhere that's off the stage, like getting personal behind the scenes stories.
Because last time I spoke to you, you were saying as far as like female women in the game, how hard it is, you know, to be a kind of photographer like yourself. So, yeah, explain to us, like,
Well, being a female in any aspect of this business is hard. It's hard because there's patriarchy, right? And men are sexual beings, and they're always going to try you, to see if you're actually there to work or to see if you're some kind of groupie. So that's disgusting in itself. People, when they see my Instagram name and they see the work that I put out, they always assume I'm a man. Regardless,
that's
the
weird.
people that don't know me, yeah, they assume I'm a man because they see the pictures and they see all the guys and they're like, "Oh, what's up, bro?" And then I have to explain that I don't have a penis, and then there's,
Jesus.
you know, shit gets weird, but um, yeah, females have a hard time trying to maneuver through this business.
Who are you working with as far as like an artist these days?
Mm. Well, I want to shoot Conway a one-on-one, like off the stage, and I told him this, and hopefully we'll make that happen when this stuff is over. There's a female called Emilia. She's a female MC. She's from Uganda. She's amazing, like one of the best spitters I've ever heard, male or female. Um, and of course, I'm always shooting Smith and Wesson. I've been shooting them off and on since 2005. That's family. Last year I had the opportunity to shoot the JMO gang with Primo for their video,
Cool.
and they're behind the
Which
scenes.
video?
First time,
Okay.
so that was a good experience. And I'll probably shoot some people close to that family in the future. I'll probably never shoot them again, but I'll shoot like people, on the outskirts of that family.
Cool. For a woman, female, coming up in the photography game, like, what would you tell them, to look out for and, things like that?
Hmm. In terms of music, like if they
No,
want to
photography.
photography, I mean, they don't have to look out for anything. They have to just be strong and be confident in themselves and do their work and not let anyone steal their work.
Okay.
You only have to be worrisome when you're in venues with men in hip hop. That's where it becomes tricky and scary
Right.
because men can be predatory, and I guess women can also. But I always had the issue with people coming too close to me or touching me, or trying to think that I was there for their enjoyment, and not taking me seriously as a woman, as a female photographer, you know.
And did you go to school for photography, or is this
I
something you just picked up?
I didn't go to school for it. I went to school for darkroom work, so that's where I learned how to develop. But my master's that I have from Columbia is in social work, so I'm also a social worker. And everything I learned in photography, I learned by myself. I did start a program last fall, but I wasn't able to finish it because some things happened to me that I had no control of. So I may go back and finish that photography program this fall. That's a plan. If I can get myself together and if I stay in New York, I will finish it. But I'm looking to leave the city. I'm looking to move. So.
And what is the reason that you want to move? You're
I've
doing
been
such
here.
a great work,
I've been here forever. I've had a lot of traumatic experiences here, and I'm just ready to go.
Does COVID-19 also have something to do with it?
No, something happened before COVID-19, personally, physically, and it's just time to get out of this cold place.
Say no more.
uh,
Say no more. So what's the next step for you as far as like with the photography? You got merch coming out.
Yeah, that's the next step. I'm trying to get that jumping. I've never done merch before, so it's a new thing, but I'm trying to get some t-shirts out and some sweatshirts out and trying to do more big art fairs. So I was invited to an art fair next fall in Orlando.
Okay.
So just trying to take this stuff to another level.
Right.
Yes, and people can always look at the website, and if they want prints, they can always just reach out and they can get the prints.
You want to tell the people as far as like your social media, how they can find you?
Yeah, so my website, my regular website is monifaperry.com. It's just my name. And the Instagram is M as in Mary, Perry 188. That's it.